Hey guys, so this is the new episode of Publicly Bipolar 365 on the YouTube channel 3 Clicks. Today I wanted to talk about something that happened to me this morning. It has to do with my dad, so I'm going to start a little bit further back, much further back actually. When I was 10 years old, I decided that my brother and my sister and I weren't going to go see my dad anymore because of the abuse that we were suffering when we were at his house. And so I told my mother that we weren't going there anymore, and none of us talked to him ever again until about 3 months ago. My little sister, who was an infant when we left, she called me and told me that she really wanted to meet him. So she put it on my shoulders to get in touch with him and, ask him to meet with us. And, so it didn't go really well at first. I had to actually convince him to come meet with us because he automatically assumed that we needed something from him because that's the kind of person that he is. So we made the plans to meet. My little sister canceled at the very last second, and I had to go. So I ended up having my reunion with my dad forced into it after not speaking to him for over 25 years. So that went as well as can be expected. And, we started talking here and there a little bit. And never asked him for anything, although we grew up really poor. Like dirt poor in Chelsea, Mass, which is outside of Boston. We lived in the worst neighborhood. My mother could barely make ends meet, and she really didn't make ends meet. And my dad has his own company, and he makes probably, he makes money. He makes probably about $5,000 a week. And, he let his kids grow up dirt poor. So anyway, that's, again, the kind of person that he is. So his wife, every time I call him, I have to go through his wife. She's like the gatekeeper, like his receptionist. And I haven't talked to him in like 2 months, and I wanted to call him today and see how he's doing. And I don't have his phone number because I factory reset my phone a couple weeks ago because it was acting like a piece of shit, and I was hoping that would make it go a little faster, which didn't work, but I lost all my phone numbers, and so I ended up Facebooking her and asking for his phone number, and she straight up wouldn't give it to me. She was like, he's had the same phone number for 30 years. If you want to get in touch with him, then, contact him on his phone number. And, so she legitimately just didn't give it to me. And so I never got to talk to him. And it's like, they are still treating me like I want something from them, or, whatever it is that they're thinking. So I've decided that it's just not worth it. And I'm not going to pursue a relationship with him. He just sucks real hard. And my little sister decided that, I guess, a few weeks ago, that she was all set too. And so I guess, he had the chance to what's the word I'm looking for? Rekindle or whatever his relationship with his daughters, but he has already gone ahead and had a whole new family, and he's, got a bunch of kids with this woman, and he put them all through college and pays their rent and pays their phone bill and etc. Meanwhile, I can't afford a cup of coffee. So that's that. It's the day that I had, and it's pretty annoying, and so I just wanted to talk about it. And I also wanted to talk a little bit about the prolonged effects of child abuse and how they can still affect you as an adult, because I do believe that is the case. I know that everyone says past is the past, let it go, but I think there's a part of everyone that was abused growing up that never goes away. And unless you come to terms with it and maybe get into therapy, etc., it just will never go away. It will fester, and it affects your life. It really does. And I don't think that people realize that. These people that say just get over it, get over the past, move on. There is always going to be a part of me that is an abused child, and that I'm 36 years old, but that's just the case, and I know that that's probably the case with a lot of people. So anyway, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, you can reach me at 3clicks365@gmail.com. Thanks, guys.